Welcome to another episode of Cadence Fishing TV. It's absolutely fantastic to be back out on the bank again after the lockdown. It's only 7 days since we were able to go fishing again. And we're up in Lancashire today with my great friend Paul Kazira, and we're fishing this wonderful fishery called Wyreside. And we decided to come up to Lancashire to help Chappy really. Chappy the cameraman's not been feeling too well of late, so we thought we'd save him the drive in and come up and fish in his neck of the woods. And wow, so pleased that we did. Absolutely beautiful here today. Obviously we're respecting the social distancing rules. We're not getting too close, and we've set up a good distance apart today. And the other thing that we're respecting is not using a keep net. So really it's just a bit of fun. We're just so pleased to be back out and just enjoying the fishing. So I think we'll probably start off, we'll probably just fish the waggler, don't you, Paul?
I agree, James, yeah, I do agree. And you're definitely right, it's a wonderful place. I'm glad we decided to come up and see Chappy in his own territory. And the waggler just reminds me of when I first started as a kid, just in the little village pond, and I'm really looking forward to it. But having said that, we're both matchmen, aren't we? And we both like a pound.
I know what's coming.
You know what's coming. And it just so happens I've got one specially sanitised, so that's ready. Hopefully I'll be taking this home, but if not, we'll give it a squirt and you can have it.
And absolutely, I do agree, Paul. I don't think we could do one of our videos without a bit of competition,
We've got
a bit
to
of
have
edge.
competition, a bit of an edge, haven't we? Yeah.
I think what we'll do is we'll start fishing. Obviously, we've never fished this venue before, so just try and understand what fish there are, and maybe come up with some kind of competition.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, good luck, Paul.
Yeah, Andy, old mate, let's give it a go. Well, James, I think I've got a bream on here, or some kind of skimmer. I'm hoping so.
It looks like a good fish anyway, Paul.
It feels it.
You had a nice chub, didn't you, quite quickly?
Yeah. Oh, he's that is a big bream. Yeah.
Look at that.
Are we starting this competition before I net
I
this?
think we'll let you get this in, and then we'll decide what we're doing. All right.
Yeah. Look at that for a fish.
Beautiful. Proper slab.
And it's in the net.
We've been catching quite a few small fish, haven't we, Paul?
We have,
some roach, some a bit better quality, up to sort of 8 ounce, but so I think it's going to be a great day. The fishery itself is fantastic. There's different lakes, and we're fishing on the river lake here today, and I'll just let Paul show that to Chappy, because that's a beautiful bream.
What do you think of that, Chappy?
Quite a dark fish, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the beauty of these type of waters, isn't it? Yeah. Quite clear. Lovely dark fish.
Well done, Paul. That's a cracker. It's got to be £4, I'd say.
Easy that, James.
Chappy would probably say it's more like 2.5 or something, but...
Yeah, he would do, yeah. Yeah. But we know what Chappy's like. There you go.
So what do you reckon about this competition idea? What about if we try and come up with some kind of point scoring?
Yeah, what
So-
would you give me for that one?
Well, obviously that's been caught before the competition started.
Nice one, I like your style. No, that's all right. And
But-
my chub.
But we've got there's obviously a great head of smaller fish,
Yeah.
plus the bonus fish, and it is an unknown quantity, isn't it? So
It is, yeah.
we've been told there's good bream, as you've proved,
Yeah.
tench, carp,
odd chub.
and obviously there's the smaller stamp of fish, probably roach, rudd, perch.
Yeah,
Maybe we could say 1 point for one of them.
yeah. Roach, rudd and perch, hand size, a point. Yeah,
Yeah, and then over that, like an 8-ounce sort of
yeah.
roach or perch, we'll say 2 points.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah.
Go on then. You what about the other species? What points do we do for that?
Tench. Shall we go tench 3? Because there's supposed to be quite a few tench, isn't there?
Yeah.
And bream 3 as well. Shall we say?
I'd say that's you got to say 4 for that. That's got to
All
be
right.
worth
So
4.
a skimmer will be 3, and then a proper bream, and
Yeah.
Chappy will adjudicate on that
Okay.
one.
What about
Proper
carp? 5 points for carp.
Yeah, we'll go because we're not really fishing for them, so that
Yeah.
will be a proper bonus, won't it?
All right then. Well, let's give that a go, and perhaps
Yeah.
we'll start the competition and see who can get to 10 points first.
All right then. Oh, we've missed chub out. A bonus
Oh.
chub.
Of course.
So will that be a 5 as
It's got
well?
to be 5 points, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
because
That was a good fish.
that'll be out the blue, won't it? A chub.
All right then.
So we've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you remember that, Chappy?
And 5,
Nice one, yeah.
5 for a carp or a chub.
Chappy remembers that. As long
Listen,
as you don't forget and get carried away.
Chap is the adjudicator. So
Right.
We're in safe hands, all right?
Yep.
You
let's
ready
do
to
it
go?
then. Yeah, we're ready.
Let's do it then.
Oh, you're baited up then. Off you
I'll
go.
wait for you,
No,
come
no,
on.
you carry on. You're all right. That's what it's all about.
I'm
isn't it?
waiting.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Well, I've just got to clear this slime off my line first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise, that one, James. Yeah.
You had him on the bottom, didn't you?
Yeah, I've just gone a little bit deeper. I've gone 6 inch over depth.
Yeah. Double caster?
That was double maggot actually, because I've had a few on the caster, but I wasn't getting a bite, so I just tried double maggot, and it went straight away.
I'll tell you what then, I'm going to change my casters over to 2
Oh yeah,
a double red maggot.
have you got this? Double maggot, Chappy. Right, we're ready for the all-in then.
Let's do it. I think that's 1 point.
Oh, you've got a point, have you? Yeah.
Just a small roach. Is that 1 or 2 points, Paul?
Oh, I don't think that's over 8 ounces, is it?
No, another point then. So I'm on 2.
You're on 2. My peg's gone dead after that bream.
It's probably because you got another big bream on the way, a big 5-pointer.
Hopefully.
So Paul, how did you cope through the lockdown?
Well, for me, the lockdown's not been too bad because, as you know, I'm a self-employed joiner. I've got my own workshop that I can potter about and make things, and since February I've been modernising an old derelict pub, pretty much on my own for a client, so I can go there and do as I please really, and not disturbed by anybody. And if any other trade wanted to turn up, then I'm back in the workshop making something. So really it's not been too bad. It's been a bit weird because it just feels like everybody's on holiday. You're out on the road, you don't see anybody, you know. And
Is that 3 points, yeah?
yeah, and it's just been a bit weird that, but
Well, it's definitely been weird. I'm a bit the same. We've continued working as well, albeit on more limited sort of basis.
yeah,
I'll tell you one thing, my gear has never been so sorted. My pole rigs and
yeah,
I've sorted stuff out that, I've been needing to do. So that's been a good thing as well. But It's been so tough not being able to fish.
Oh, that's the thing.
And I've pretty much fished every day, you know, just for a few hours since last Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I've been working during the week, but come the weekend, that's when I've had the opportunity to do my gear and sort through things. And yeah, it's worked out well. You might notice my box is a bit polished this morning.
It does look a bit swanky.
Yeah, it looks a bit new, doesn't it? But it's not. It's just been cleaned. And same with the other stuff. I know we're not fishing the pole today, but I've had that out, cleaned it all up, and given it a coat of silicone spray and a rub down so it slides nicely. So that'll work well when I get back on the bank with that one.
It's kind of, it feels like we've had a closed season, doesn't it, with the lockdown?
Yeah, the old traditional one, yeah.
And obviously, I don't know, it's well over 20 years now, isn't it? But for me, I used to enjoy having a break from my match fishing and do some fly fishing for trout. And then obviously you'd really look forward to the start of the season. But I think that's been the case. It seems to me that this last week when we can go fishing, a lot of people have been out. I know the commercial lakes have been very, very busy.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing, I think. It's perhaps bringing some people back into the sport that had neglected it for a while.
Well, I don't know about others, but it seems to have renewed enthusiasm about getting back on the bank, you know. Instead of it just being, oh, it's weekend, let's go fishing. You keep catching while you're distracting
That's
me.
4 points. I'm just going to keep you chatting away. But I'm pretty sure any minute you're just going to lift into a big bream or something.
I'm hoping so.
I'm playing the sort of percentage game and sort of targeting the smaller fish.
No, only a one.
Only a one, but I thought you'd done it then.
I've just cast away there for my feed, just to nab a little roach.
So it's 4-1.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people here today, aren't there, Paul? And they're all really enjoying themselves.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, wow, it is such a beautiful day. I mean, we're so lucky, aren't we?
We are really,
I think the Wyreside Fishery is predominantly sort of geared up for specimen carp fishing.
It looks that way, yeah.
Chappy was telling me that there's carp well over £40 in some of the lakes.
Ooh, might struggle on my O10.
So yeah, I think how many points would one of them be?
I think I'll give you an outright.
I think it's just game over, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I love it here. I haven't been here for a few years, probably 5 years actually. But it's a great fishery, so well run, isn't it? And it's beautifully,
really well
beautifully landscaped and established, and the quality of the fish is just absolutely wonderful. So it'd be nice today. I think this is a great way of just sort of enjoying themselves and trying to catch a few different species of fish. I'd love to catch a tench. I haven't caught a tench for a while.
I haven't, no.
What I might do with time is start feeding a bit closer into the margins. Obviously, we're both sort of fishing a similar distance out, aren't we, on the waggler? And
well, like you say, we're just feeling our way in and see what we can catch.
It's a very bright day, and the shade from these trees here has created a lovely area here close in, hasn't it? So
I think I might be catching you up. How many points you want?
I'm on 4, you're on 1.
I think I've got myself a bream.
Take your time, won't you, Paul?
Ah, yeah.
Oh, here's another little fish, so I'm going to need to catch a few more of these by the look of that.
Yeah, I think this is another...
That's 5.
Another good one. What did we say the big bream were? I forgot.
We said 5,
Oh, it's
didn't
come
we?
off.
No! What bad luck, mate.
Oh, dear.
I do feel for you, I must say.
You know when your maggot wraps around the hook?
Oh, that's a schoolboy error, that one.
Absolutely gutted.
So, what a shame, you're back to 1.
Oh dear. Still, I know why my peg was quiet.
Well,
At least I got him away.
It was kind of exactly what I was thinking, you know. I'm trying to whittle away at the smaller fish just to race to 10 points, and you're doing the more sort of more bold approach, really, aren't you? Targeting the bigger fish.
I took the chance with a few balls of ground bait.
That's 6.
Yeah. Of my favourite mix of the moment.
Yeah,
for the last year, really.
Yeah.
Which we'll go into that a bit later on because I don't want to give it away too early. Don't want you catching up too quickly.
Yeah, well, you sort of put some good balls of ground bait in at the start, didn't you? And I put some loose, sort of cloudy ground bait in.
Yeah.
And it does seem that I've perhaps attracted more of the roach at the moment. And you've got the bream feeding on the bottom, so it's 6-1. I'm not home and dry yet.
Not yet, you know. It does seem that...
Oh, I missed a bite. That could be costly.
Oh.
I think you're going to have to net one. We're going to have to say that's a 2-pointer, mate.
I think so. It's... You think so?
That's definitely a net roach, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're on 6-3.
6-3. I thought it was on 4. Did I miss something? 6-3.
It's the opposite to when you normally match fishing, isn't it? You want to keep it quiet what you've caught normally.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Oh, and I missed another bite.
Mind you, there are times in my matches when a little bit of banter to the next door man telling him how many fish you've got causes panic.
I have noticed, Paul, that you do like a bit of banter when you're fishing. I prefer to sort of just keep quiet and keep the pressure on. And that's 7.
7. Well, when I fish with my fishing companion, John, a lot of you might know him as DNW, we have quite a bit of banter, and one of his favourite things, especially when he's just starting to catch, is, oh, this fish is fighting hard, don't have fight hard this, and especially on this sweet corn, you know, I catch him better ones on the sweet corn, and you know very well he's not got a sweet corn in his bag.
That could backfire on him though, couldn't it? Imagine if someone went on the sweet corn and then got a bonus fish or something.
Oh yeah, we've caught him out a few times. But we used to banter at where we come from.
I've noticed when we've done our matches sometimes, Paul, is that, you know, maybe you're just starting to catch a few more fish, and you definitely let me know about it.
Oh yeah, well.
It's a bit like the old football fans, isn't it? When you only sing when you're winning, you know?
Well,
when it goes the other way, you tend to go quite quiet.
You read me like a book, James.
Oh, that's number 8.
Oh, is it?
Come on.
Well, I think first set has gone away from me losing that bream.
It's not over yet, mate, but that's definitely number 8. So that's 9, Paul.
Is it?
What were you on again?
Oh, we're in the 89th minute, aren't we?
Is this when Liverpool get a penalty, is it?
Hey, don't be bringing VAR into it. That's something else I've been missing as well.
I bet you have, because I mean you're such a passionate fan, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Oh, every time you do that big sweeping strike, my heart misses a beat, you know.
That was a liner. I just know it. I don't know why I even struck.
Right then, I'm going to try and put you out your misery. I can't miss this bite now.
Right, don't miss that. We can get into the second set then.
Well, I am fishing on the bottom, but I'm fishing just a few small shot down the line, so I've got a nice fall, and most of the bites I'm getting are just on the drop.
Yeah, I've just got a 1-pointer on the drop here. They're not bad fish though, are they?
No.
The small, what we call a small roach, you'd be happy.
I'm happy catching the roach. Obviously, I want to have some fun, and there we go.
Yeah, you'd be happy with these in a match.
I've got to get this in. I don't want it coming off.
No.
I want to make sure I've got one set in the bag. Yeah. There we go. Small fish, but great fun. Well, for all the Monty fans out there, he's not here because he's stayed at home with his mum today, but he's with us in spirit anyway, old Mont. Cheers.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't-
Paul, that was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all right, that, James, yeah.
So I think, given what's happened with what we've learned so far, I'm going to be a bit more positive with my feeding. And I'm going to put 2 or 3 balls of ground bait in on the same line with plenty of dead red maggots and some casters.
Right,
Just to see.
trying
'cause
to draw
I've
my
got to
fish.
tell you, I fancy catching one of them, Brew.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can tell you from experience, it's quite nice, James. Yeah.
So I think it's 1-0 at the moment, isn't it, Paul?
What to me and you are with the bream. With the bream, it's 1-1. Got
1-1
last
for
one.
you and the bream. That was bad luck, that was, mate.
Yeah, it was, and I can see it in your face, yeah, that you actually mean that.
So let's give this a go. This ground bait is 50% brown crumb and 50% crushed pellet, and I've put some micro pellets in as well.
Right.
You know the amino ones
Yeah.
from Evolve?
Yeah.
I find them good for bream, so
Yeah, I agree with you there. That's
Right.
That's what I put in mind.
I'm going to put 4 balls in.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of topping up myself.
And well, why not? Go for it.
Yeah,
And
let's
then-
go for
And
it,
then we'll go for round 2, yeah?
All right then, yeah. I'll let you get your mix, and then I'll show Chappy and the viewers what mine is.
Brilliant. It's great fun fishing a venue like this that you don't know really, and quite exciting just sort of targeting different species.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, I'm quite excited to start feeding down the margins, but I don't think we'll do that yet.
No, I agree. We'll leave that till later. Which is usual margin tactics anyway.
I'll just go a bit tight on this tree here, so it's making casting a little bit tricky.
Yeah, trees are you've got to be careful of them, yeah. And you don't want to hook Chappy's cap, do you, as well? There is that.
Oh,
Oh,
bit wayward
that
on
one?
that last one, just to draw them off you, Paul.
was that one for me? Yeah.
Right, so
Well,
I
it is like- yeah.
won't start yet. I'll enjoy the rest of my tea, and then if you want to refeed, it's time for you to do that as well, mate.
I'll just show people what I do with them, ground bait wise. I'm just going to need to add a bit more water to that. It's just dried out a bit. Just get a bit more water. And my mix is a bit different to James's, and it's something that myself and a few friends discovered last year with the Evolve's ground bait. And this mix is 50% red krill and 50% Irish gold, and you can use fish meal gold as well, and it works really, really well for bream. And I'm just going to have...
Well, it's definitely worked today, hasn't it, Paul?
Oh, yeah,
You've had
definitely.
those 2 big
Oh,
bream, and
absolutely.
really, we haven't been fishing that long.
No. Put some of the amino pellets, micros in. I'm going to put some dead maggots and some casters in. Few dead maggots. Handful of casters. and this balls up really well. It'll break up very quickly, which is what I like about it. If I want to make it heavier, I just put a bit of Big River in it. Or if I want to darken it off, I put the river and canal mix in, which is really good. But this, I want it to break up quite quickly, to be fair.
What sort of depth are you fishing out there, Paul?
Depth-wise, it's about 5 foot, do you think, James?
Yeah, it's 5 to 6 foot, isn't it?
Yeah, 5
I'm
to
actually
6
just
foot.
changing over to a slightly bigger float because that side wind's got up a bit, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
well, I
was
mentioned
just
that
struggling
before.
a bit, and I want to fish a bit more over depth and trying
Yeah.
to nail the bait on the bottom a bit.
Yeah, I was thinking the same before myself, and we might have to do that because the wind's picked up. But I'll just cast out to give myself a marker, and then we'll put them in. It started to tow a bit now the wind's picked up.
You want to watch that tree, Paul, above you? It's quite tight onto you there, isn't it?
Yeah. You're trying to get at me because I've already been in it.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to mention it really. I was
Wasn't
just saying about the tree.
All right, good on you. Right, my float is to the left of where I want to put my ground bait. So my ground bait's going to go right of the float. You know, just before you mention it.
No, we've noted that, Paul. That's fine.
And you see how that breaks up?
It's an interesting colour as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we've nicknamed this the Tango Mix, and it's really getting popular now.
Yeah. I can see why. I think often bigger fish like bream do like to feed over a different colour, like a bright colour like that. It goes against what you'd normally think,
Well,
doesn't it?
Back in the old days, we used to fish a lot with yellow ground bait.
What was that, just after the war, was it, Paul?
Yeah. Yeah, just immediately after the war, yeah, when all you could get was yellow ground bait, to be fair on it, yeah. But I found that we always used to catch bream with anything yellow. Sweet corn, as you know, is a popular bream bait. So we gave this a go on a bream water we went to, and we just found the bream went daft on it. And a mate of mine went to Ireland last year, fished 4 festivals, and was in the frame every single festival. And he was only out of the frame on one day of the festivals using this. And the lads were messaging me and ringing me and saying when he's throwing his feeder out, it's like watching an Exocet go out. Tracer bullets and things like that they were coming up with, you know.
Well, it's definitely working for you today.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon? Should we go for round 2?
Yeah, let's get on it.
Are you in already, are you?
Well, I've just cast, yeah. Why not?
That's fair enough, mate.
But it's going to take a while for my ground bait to settle down there.
I think I'm gonna try double red. I was fishing a single red before, trying to target those.
Am I counting
smaller
this thing as I
fish,
cast
yeah.
before you?
Mate, you're all right. You can. We'd started.
Right, okay then.
So he's in with an early lead.
In with an early lead.
Well, that's a bit better fish.
Was it a bigger roach?
I'm sorry, the pressure's on. I'm not saying anything until it's in the net, mate.
Oh, it's a proper one.
Could it be a bream? It's having a bit of a dig around like a bream.
Is it?
He hasn't run off or anything like a carp or a tench. Oh, it's a bream. That'll do nicely.
Yeah, well done, James.
So what was that, 4 points, yeah?
Yeah, I'm afraid it is, unfortunately.
I'm just going to unhook him. You can see it's got lots of the spawning tubercles on it.
Yeah, getting ready to do the business.
I'll just hold this up quickly before I put it back. Lovely, beautiful quality, aren't they?
Are you sure it's a bream? It looks more like a skimmer to me.
Look, I'm calling that a bream. That's 4 points in my book.
Nice one, James, yeah. It must be them small hands.
I don't think you could, even Chappy could call that a skimmer. He'd have to call that a bream.
Chappy's not saying anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, that ground bait did the trick, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
It's quite interesting, isn't it, Paul? Because I've got a feeling one of us might hook a carp at some point today, and you got to fish a bit heavier with that in mind.
That's right, yeah.
I'm fishing with a 012 hook length, which is about £3 to an 18 hook, quite a strong hook.
Yeah, well, I'm slightly lighter than that, more 10, but I'm on a 16 because I'm using double caster and double maggot. Looking round, it doesn't look that particularly snaggy, so I'm thinking if I do hook something, they've got room for a bit of a run, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts behind that, and edging me bets for the bites, but it doesn't seem to make much difference because you're getting bites from the smaller fish.
Well, yeah, that was a great bite off that bream, and I did just go a bit more over depth.
Yeah.
You can fish a bit heavier on commercials, can't you?
Well, you can, yeah.
I'm just loose feeding casters. I think you are as well, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah, I am.
You're a big fan of loose feeding casters, aren't you?
I always go with casters, and especially on venues that I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you can't go wrong with casters. You've got the noise of them hitting the water as an attractant, and you don't really overfeed fish with them. They just seem to come to caster better, and as everybody knows, you tend to catch better fish if you use them on the hook.
Yeah, definitely a bit more selective for the bigger stamp fish anyway, aren't they?
They've served me well over the years, that's for sure.
Well, a bit more of a sedate round this one, because we're both targeting the bigger fish, aren't we? So.
Well, that's correct, yeah. And of course we've only just put the ground bait in and...
Just had an indication then. Whether it was a small fish or another bream.
Yeah, ground bait always takes a while to settle, and we're fishing straight onto it, aren't we? If you were fishing the pole, you'd have probably just, every now and again, just gently cup a small ball in, wouldn't you? Top up.
Yeah, obviously that's definitely a more refined way of fishing, but this is just great fun, isn't it? I love fishing the waggler like this.
Yeah. With the waggler, you can sort of search out everywhere. It covers all species. If you do get a big fish on your light lines, you can backwind, let it run, which you can't really on the pole. And pole, you tend to target just sort of one particular size, you know, be silverfish or getting up for the carp, you know, or you go heavier if you're targeting the bream and the tench.
Yeah.
But this is just such a great way of fishing, and that's why I do it a lot. Oh, hang on. You distracted me there, Chappy.
What we got here then, Paul?
Well, I think it might be a skimmer, but in your case, a big bream, you know. I might have to put this one in your hands if I don't land
I know,
it.
I can see that you're sticking that rod right in my face, but I'm trying to concentrate on my float, mate.
I was just trying to show you, you know, what a wonderful action this number one has.
It has a beautiful
You can have a
action,
close look at it, can't you?
I think you want to have a look at this fish because I think this is a 2-pointer.
Is it? It looks like it, doesn't it? I'll concentrate on mine, shall I?
You've definitely got a 4-pointer.
I've definitely got a 4-pointer.
I'm just going to show this to Chappy so there's no argument, but
Yeah.
I'm claiming 2 points for that one. So that puts me on 6 and you on 4, yeah?
No, I did get a roach early on, if you remember.
Forget it. That one you snuck at the
Watch
beginning.
him, Chappy. He's knocking points off me already.
So it's 6-5 then. It's all to play for.
And that's what James calls a big specimen bream. Where I come from in Yorkshire, that's a skimmer boyo. But I'm taking a bream for that one. This is great fun, I must say, it is.
Well, at least you're making a bit of a fight of this one anyway, Paul.
That was on double tiger nut, that one, James.
Oh yeah, you're another one of your favourite baits.
Yeah.
Had you popped it up off the bottom, had you?
It was just slightly popped up, yeah.
I'm trying to concentrate on my float.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it's going to do a nice
Slide away
by any second.
Is it?
There we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Are you
I did tell you.
Talk that one on, didn't
I'd had
you?
a couple of little knocks. Tell you what, it don't half put the pressure on when you're playing these fish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This one's having a bit of a dig around.
You think it might be a different type of fish?
I'm not saying anything at the moment.
Right, yeah.
What did we say?
Keeping your hands close to your chest, you. He's coming a bit quick, that'll be a bream.
It's a bream.
No.
It's got a bit of attitude if it's a bream, I tell you.
It has, hasn't it?
Chappy's saying tench, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know how he knows that.
He's experienced, Chappy. He's filmed a lot of other anglers catching tench, you know.
Well, the thing is, I'm on 6 points, aren't I? So I'm not rushing this fish because.
Are you on 6?
It went round something. It went round something and bust me.
What was that, James? Well, now you know how I felt.
Right.
Yeah, you see.
I was getting a bit too cocky there, wasn't I?
Yeah. Tried to rub it in my face by letting it come through my swim. I meant to tell you, James, whatever you do, don't let them come in front of me because I noticed there was a snag there when I was plumbing
Definitely
up.
something down there.
Oh dear.
Right, new hook length, and I'm going to stick with 012, but I'm going to definitely bear that in mind next time if I hook a better fish.
I don't understand why it makes me smile.
I'm using a 18. No, I'm not. I'm going to use a 16.
Ah, you're going on to 16 now, are you?
16. Kamasan. B911.
That's a good strong hook, that. You'll land anything on that. Do you think that was a tench then?
It was a tench or a carp. But we'll never know.
We'll never know.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
Nope. That's the attitude.
Right then.
So is that still 6.5 then?
Still 6.5. It's great to be out in this weather, isn't it, Paul?
Oh, it's great, yeah.
Shame we missed the good part of the spring with the lockdown. But the weather we're having now is absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Well, we've come straight out of wearing thermals into shorts.
Yeah.
There hasn't been that bit in between. And of course the weather's just picked up these last couple of days. So it's a great time to be on the bank. What I have noticed, James, in this lockdown is I've been getting quite a few messages and comments on my Facebook about lads that haven't been fishing for years and years. And shall we just carry on this conversation when I've got this fishing?
Oh, well. You better concentrate on that, mate, because this is...
I've got to try and remember where that snag is. But this is a bream. I think this is a proper one. But as I was about to say there, what I've noticed is a lot of lads have messaged me saying that they wanted to take fishing back up again and asking for advice on rods and things like that. And I noticed that I've had more and more of that. And I don't know whether it showed in your particular sales or not, but it seems to me, looking at the stock levels you've got, that they're going down quite quickly.
Well, yeah, it is. It's been really busy, and I think you're right. There's definitely been a resurgence in people going fishing, I think. I'll let you get this fish out, Paul, because I don't want to distract you in any way.
I'm just concentrating on keeping it out of that snag.
But obviously it's been a tough time for the shops, but I think most tackle shops now are managing to do click and collect, so people can get terminal tackle, gear, whatever they need, and bait. And I think it's a positive, I do, for the trade.
Yeah, I think there'll be quite a few taking the sport up after this.
I'm watching my float because I'm desperate to get a 5-pointer.
Why don't you just watch me try and land this? Now this is a bream. This is what we call a bream. Yes!
Well done, mate. What a cracker.
Oh, that's a proper one.
So that boosts you up to 9 points, doesn't it?
Ooh, yeah. I might just have to go for a roach next, Chuck.
And I'm gonna need a carp or a chub. How big's that one, Paul?
That's a good one, that, James.
Oh well, it's a small fish. Keep it ticking over. So that puts me on...
What are you giving me for that one?
Well, I'd like to give you more. I would like to give you more, but it's 4 points.
That's
a beautiful bream.
In it. Oh, right, the scrap well and all, it's still scrapping in the net.
So that's 9-7, Paul. I'm staring down the barrel of a gun at the moment.
You are, mate.
So 9-7. What did we say?
Oh, no, Mr. Bite.
What did we say was 3 points? A skimmer.
No, skimmer's 2.
Oh, a skimmer's 2.
Tench is 3.
Right, I need a tench or a bream.
Unless it's a specimen tench, and then we give you
5.
5 for a proper specimen tench. We're talking over £5.
I've got my drag set.
Yeah.
To perfection.
And I've just thrown away from my ground bait just to see if I can sneak a roach.
There's another fish.
Oh.
Do you know what? This could be a 2-pointer.
Never.
I'm going to net it, whatever. Oh, this is definitely
no.
This is definitely a quality fish, so this is a 2-pointer, yeah?
Is that putting us on 9-all?
9-all. 9-all.
9-all.
I'll just get validation from Chappy.
Yeah, that's a 2-pointer, mate.
Got validation from Chappy. So, it's all down to the next cast.
Pressure.
Who's going to be in first? Paul. Oh. Not the best of cast, Paul, that
No,
one.
I've got all that crappy stuff in my rings, haven't I?
Yeah, it's all the blossom, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I pull this out the bag, mate, I'm going to do a tour. I'm going to do a victory lap around the lake. You wouldn't want to hook a big carp now, would you?
No. Go on,
It's like what? This is like a penalty shootout situation, isn't it?
We're in 98th minute. we're looking at extra time.
This golden goal. It's a golden goal.
Yeah. Can somebody save the day?
Oh, come on, fish. That's right in the zone.
Where have you gone?
I'm in the zone there.
Well, I've taken the decision just to fish slightly off my ground bait, but I might have to cast back on it.
If you cast, I'm going to recast as well, but I'm not going to cast until you do.
Well, I'm glad I did that because I've got no maggots on the hook.
Right, we're back in. Actually, on a bit to the left there. There's this blossom coming off the trees, isn't it?
Blossom's doing my head in.
Catching on the line.
Yeah. You can feel it going through rings.
Just to add a bit more
Yeah.
tension to the situation. Right, that is absolutely bang on. Oh no! Don't come off!
Don't come off. Yes!
Well done, mate. Well, that definitely was down to the last few seconds, wasn't it?
I just changed to a single maggot cast beyond my ground bait. I thought there's got to be some of them roach hanging back there, innit?
Well done. So it's 1-1, yeah?
1-1, yeah.
Should we go straight into the third round?
Yeah,
or?
let's go for it.
Yeah?
That's the whole idea. Sit down, have your banana and your
I'm
health
going.
drink.
I'm not messing around this round, mate.
You know, a bit like Andy Murray, Djokovic. Switch ends and let's go again.
Okay, so we're keeping things really simple today, fishing the waggler. The rod I'm using is our CR10 11 foot number 2. We do a number 1 as well, which has a bit softer action, both lovely slim blanks, very progressive actions. I've matched that up with the CS7 3000 reel, which is a beautiful match on that rod. Loaded it up with 017, which is 3.4 pound breaking strain Pro Gold mainline. And I've matched that up with this 0.125 Vest Pro hook length line. So I've got a nice balanced outfit there, obviously enabling me to catch the smaller silverfish and a good chance of landing a bonus fish as well, like a bream or a tench. The float I'm using is a semi-loaded, that's a Drake insert peacock waggler. So it's semi-loaded and it takes just 2 BB plus 4 number 8s. So it's a lovely float. We're not fishing at great distance, very sensitive with the insert tip, and obviously with the shotting pattern I can adjust that. I can pull some more shot down if I want to fish harder on the bottom, maybe with a small bulk, but for the most part at the moment I'm just fishing with 3 number 10s spread out down the line. So that's the float. Hook wise, I've swapped in between an 18 or a 16 Camazan B911 F1 hook, obviously a barbless hook, very nice sharp hook, and can be used with a variety of baits. we've just had a good interval and a bit of a break thanks to Pauline's pack up, which was fantastic. So thanks, Pauline. And we're going to go into round 3, and this will be the decider, yeah?
Yep.
Same rules as before, same point.
Same rules as before. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Can you handle the pressure, do you think?
Yeah, can you handle the snag?
I won't be falling for that one again. All right.
Right, yeah.
We're going in, yeah?
Yeah, good luck, mate. Away we go. It's always good to get one on the board early on.
It looks that sounds like first blood to Paul.
1 point.
1 point. We'll see how it goes, Paul, but I might be positive and try a worm, you know. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was hoping I'd get in first with that one, but we'll see. Just to see if we can maybe get a tench, maybe.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah.
Oh, bumped him. That was just a little fish.
Was it? It's not too bad. It's them bream you don't want to bump. I'm wondering if I was giving it that rest. Hang on. Got a roach in my casters. 2 there, James. It does count. It came off and dropped in my casters.
I saw that.
Well, that was number 2, James. I think giving it a rest for our dinner break has maybe allowed those bream maybe to move off. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Well, you've definitely started strongly with those 2 fish, mate, so...
We shall see.
Right or wrong, I've stepped up my hook. I've gone on to a 14 now.
Have you?
So...
Is that to allow you to fish worm?
Well, that's what I was thinking, and trying to target the better fish, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm still on my 16. And I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Well, I'll be pretty rapidly changing back to a 16 in a minute.
Breeze has just picked up.
Just as I was casting.
Yeah.
Bream would be nice now, wouldn't it?
It would. Oh, I think I've got a 2-pointer here if I get him in the net.
I think you have.
That's a nice roach, that one, James. Proper nice roach, that. Best roach today, that one, James, isn't it?
It is. What a cracker.
Well worth my 2 points.
Well, I'm off the mark anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 4-1.
4-1. I'm glad you're counting, because I thought I was on 5 for a minute there.
I'm going to stick with 3 maggots, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
3 maggots or a worm, I think, for me this round.
Right. Don't like this wind now it's changed.
It's really quite a strong wind, isn't it?
You geared up with a bigger float, haven't you?
Now we're talking.
Oh, yeah. Bream.
Wouldn't like to say at the moment, Paul. I'm sure it's a 2-pointer. Oh no!
Oh dear!
Pulled out.
Was it?
I got a horrible feeling that was foul hook, you know.
All right. What you meant when you said 2-pointer was a 0-pointer.
It was definitely a 0. it was just, it wasn't fighting right and it was coming in.
Maybe foul hook then.
I think it was. I had a bite, but...
Yeah.
Oh hell.
Oh dear.
Where are you planning to go fishing next, Paul? What's on your agenda for the next week or so?
The beauty about this lockdown thing, James, is I don't have to make my mind up. I just get to Friday and then just have a think, where shall I go? You know, we're under no pressure to go in
Yeah.
any league matches, you know, fishing, anything like that. Just whatever takes me fancy. I had a breaming session last weekend at Starcar Lakes, which went really well. So I don't know really, I might visit somewhere else.
You've done a video there before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done it's the one where we caught bream on the Chappy challenge. I had £50.
That's a good fish, isn't it?
No, it's not a good one. It could be a 2-pointer or a 0, depending on what we do.
Quality fish, mate.
Oh yeah,
Oh, would I be right in thinking you're catching them on the caster?
I can't say.
I wasn't thinking. I was more thinking for the viewers, you know.
Oh,
not
for the
me.
viewers, right? All right, okay then. Well, if you look away now, I'll tell the viewers. There you go. I'm going to whisper this nice quality caster roach. Don't let James hear though, will you? Yeah, I might get that one, James. Would that be 6 now? Still, you're only that one bream behind me. Well, have you got a 2-pointer coming in?
Feels like it, Paul. This fish is fighting normally, so. You're not going to believe what this is. It's only a chub.
Never!
Yes.
Hey, but they don't count that big, do they? That's not a chub.
It's a chub.
You don't call that a
What
chub.
did we say that's worth? I'm sure we said it was worth 5 points.
Well, we said it, but I was meaning, you know, proper chub.
I want validation from Chappy on that.
Right, Chappy's going to have to call that one. 5 points.
So, is that 6-all now?
Well, I'm just not. You could. I brought all that pack up, and Chappy gives you 5 points for that.
I'm just going with the rules, mate.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell
yeah.
you what. That absolutely got me out of jail, didn't it?
It did. Unlike
was-
the specimen chub I had, which
I
didn't
was
count.
just preparing my loser speech.
Well, I can't believe that.
This blossom's terrible on the line, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right, come on then.
At the moment, I feel like I'm a centre half who's just come up against Messi, not touched him, took the ball cleanly, and he's dived. And Chappy, the referee, has given a penalty.
I think we'll see that when we talked about it, we didn't
Yeah,
say
we
the
did.
size.
Yeah.
We said
we didn't
5
mention
points.
the size.
I think you might even have mentioned it, to be fair.
Yeah. I was just telling you what I feel like, you know, not denying it wasn't a 5.
So it's all to play for, isn't it?
Is that 6-all then? All of a sudden.
It's 6-all. I was on 1. I got 5. That's 6. I'm going to be brave. I'm staying on the bottom, Paul. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
catch on the drop now. I've gone even a bit more over depth. I'm probably probably 10 inches over depth now.
Oh yeah, just a bit more than me. I'm still fishing that 6-inch because I fancy them bream, you know.
Amazing fish, those bream, weren't they?
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind having a go for them on the feeder sometime.
No, there's a plan.
I mean, we're fishing in the middle of the day now, aren't we? So it's kind of
Yeah.
the worst time of the day, really. I wouldn't mind fishing in the evening as well sometime here.
That's right.
I bet that's probably maybe when the big carp sort of move in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, it's come off.
No.
Yeah.
I missed a bite
It's
as well.
drama, isn't it, for the viewers, this?
Well, I missed a bite. This blossom, you can sort of, it builds up and builds up, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
have we got time to pick it off?
I know, pressure's on, innit? One bream wins it, doesn't it?
One bream, and a chub, a carp. Oh, that's a fish.
Oh,
We'll take it. It's only small, but it's 7 points.
is it? Heart's going now.
They're taking 3 maggots, these, look. That's 8. Greedy little roach.
Yeah, absolutely greedy. So much for fishing for those specimens you're telling me
Well,
about.
how more can I do it? I put a bigger hook on and 3 maggots. Anyway, I'm not complaining.
No.
I've got to see if I can cast with all the fluff on the line.
Getting a bit of a band, isn't it? With the fluff.
Right, that's it. I don't care. It's in the zone. Sure, I can see some bubbles coming up out there, you know.
It's gone very quiet for me.
I wonder, has a big fish moved in or something?
I'm hoping the big general has moved
I'm
in.
pretty sure I saw
with his
some bubbles
platoon.
come up.
Have you done me?
I don't know. It's a roach. I don't know if it falls into the 2-point category.
I'll let Chappy call that, seeing as he give you 5 points for the chub.
I'm gonna go for the sake of arguments. I'm gonna say it's 1 point. All right.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for that. That's very generous.
Is that the sport?
1.5.
1.5. Just remember that, Paul. All right. As you,
I'll remember
I
that,
can
yeah.
see you sweeping, doing one of them big strikes into a big bream now.
I'm still weeping over that chublet.
That was a quality chub, mate. Right then.
Well, it's
I'm not
next
gonna
fish
feed.
for you.
I'm not going to feed. I just want 1 bite now.
1 bite, that's all you want. Well, my float's just waved a bit. That looks like a bream brushing against the line. Oh!
There you go.
Oh, I think this is something else.
What we got here, mate?
I think this might be a carp.
I'll do the sporting thing. I
Oh.
won't cast out while you're there, mate.
It's not a bream, that's for sure.
That's a big fish, isn't it?
Yeah,
I reckon that's why your peg had gone a bit dead, you know.
probably, yeah.
So it's all on this fish really, Paul, isn't it? If you get this out,
Oh,
you're
this-
the hero.
If it's a 40-pound carp, I will be. Don't know what it is yet, obviously.
I feel bad casting in really, but
Yeah.
you're way out the way now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, it's gone the other way now. Oh, it's cough.
Oh, mate. That was a big fish, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Is it bust you?
No.
Just pulled out.
Yeah.
That was one of those big carp.
Oh, well, such is life. When you're down at the bottom, it gives you a good kick in. I think if it was a 10, it'd have gone a bit quicker than that, you know.
I think the way that was going, that was a big carp.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Paul, it's a bit like getting awarded a penalty at the last minute in a match and then missing the penalty, wasn't it?
Yes, it was quite. You want 1 fish, I want 1 big fish. I'm just defluffing my line at the moment so I can cast. One of the hazards of fishing the waggler when this blossoms off the trees.
Yeah. It's just always the same, a couple of weeks of the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, Paul, I've got another fish
Oh,
on.
have you? Is it a proper one?
I don't really care, to be honest, as long as it's in, as long as I get it in the net.
I was sort of
I'd
hoping
have-
it'd be a big one.
I'd have settled
Oh, it's
for
a good one, though.
a little roach, to be honest, but
Nah, it's a good one.
that's
That.
not a bad one to finish on, is it?
It's a worthy one.
What a beautiful roach. Happily catch them all day. So there we go, Paul.
Well done, pal.
I've won our little
You
competition,
won the pounder again.
but what I think we should do now is just keep fishing for a bit and
Yeah, see if we can't
just
get
have a bit of
fish.
fun and see if we can catch
well-
one of those bigger fish. But whatever happens, I've had a wonderful day
Oh,
already.
it's been great, yeah.
Tell you what, Paul, we caught some cracking roach today, haven't we?
We have, and I've finally got to 10 points in round 3.
Just a little bit too late, mate, but
Yeah,
it was great fun doing that kind of concept with the points, wasn't it?
It was, and it is something that the lads can do when they go out fishing together, when they're on a commercial or wherever where they can't use a net.
Yeah.
It's a bit of competition, a bit of banter, and I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I have too, and it's just been fantastic to get out on the bank and fish in such beautiful surroundings here at Wyreside.
Yeah, it's been a great day, and you can't beat that for a roach, can you?
So, Paul, I am going to have to mention the pound. But I don't want that pound off you. Obviously, we're social distancing, so
Yeah.
we can't do the normal exchange. So, do you think you could do a bank transfer and could I expect that pound in my bank account this evening?
Absolutely, James, but what I will need off you, of course, is your bank details, and it would help if I had your password as well, to be fair.
Oh, right,
that-
yeah.
yeah.
That would be a great
That should
thing
be
to
good.
broadcast.
And then we can, we can start transferring money that way, can't we?
All right then. Well, I'll leave that with you.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm going to finish the day now. It's been brilliant fun, and I'm going to head back down the M6. So
Right.
I just want to thank Sally here at Wyreside Fisheries. They've been absolutely fantastic having us here today, and I think we should come back and do another video here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been great. We've learnt a bit about the fishery, and I think if we come back and do another one some other time, we'll change the tactics and we might be able to sort some of those better fish out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're definitely here. So
But just for a fun day,
Yeah.
like we had the intention of having, it's been great. And had I won the pound, it would have earned it up perfectly, but I didn't. but
listen, there'll be plenty more chances yet, mate. So.
oh yeah.
So for the time being, get out fishing, keep your distance, and thanks for watching.